Morning guys, welcome to Vlogmas Day 14. My name's Angela. You can find me on Instagram and Ravelry as Rainbow Ange. You can also find an Instagram account and Facebook page for my little yarn shop business, which is called Yarn and Yarns, and we're based here in South Wales in the UK, just outside of Cardiff. Thanks for joining me again today. I've got about 20 minutes before I have to leave the house. I've been dashing around, so I'm a little bit out of breath. I have to climb like 3 flights of stairs to get up to my craft room. So you'll have to forgive me if I seem a bit... I am not going to be in the shop this morning. I am off to do my volunteering stint with the group that I work with every now and then. If you've watched my previous vlogs, then I speak about them back there. So yeah, I'm off to Barry this morning to go and join in with that group, and they're also having their Christmas lunch today, which they've invited me along to, which is really nice, hence sparkly cardi. I am festiving myself, is that even a word, up a bit. But before I disappear, I am going to quickly, as has become tradition, open my advent calendar, and I'm also going to talk quickly about scrappy socks in general. But first, let me grab the advent calendar. Here we are, and we're on day 14, so let me try and find 14. So 14 is down the bottom here, just underneath Santa. So let's open that up and see what we've got. That looks like another nice bright one. Let's wrestle that out, put the calendar down. Ooh, I like it. Lovely vibrant reds, orange, well, it's kind of like a rusty red colour, and blues. What have we got on the label? Oh, we've got some candles and a wreath on the label today, which is very sweet. So yeah, I shall be putting that into my advent socks when I get home this evening, maybe, because it's my long day today. Although I'm not in the shop this morning, and probably for part of the afternoon, I will be staying for the evening group. The evening group are having a little meal in the shop, so I'm going to be sick of the sight of food by the end of the day. I'm having a 3-course lunch, then we're having Chinese in the shop. I can't see myself eating much of the Chinese this evening, but I'm going to go along for the festivities, and because I love that group, that's how I started going to the shop, and yeah, they're my ladies. So yeah, that's first duty of the day. Now on Instagram, my lovely friend Lisa, who is Use Your Yarn, asked me about how I join yarn for scrappy socks. So I thought I'd just quickly chat about that. For my advent socks, I'm actually not using any joins, and I can show you on this one. So I started these yesterday from the lovely rainbow mini that came out of the advent. So there's sock number 1. And when I got to sock number 2, I was halfway through doing my 10 rounds of leg, and there was a knot in the little mini ball. And when I undid that, I realised that if I put the yarn back in where it was going to be, I would be getting a duplicate. So I'd knit, let me get the strands out of the way, I'd knit up to there, and then there was a knot, and they'd rejoined it back down here, so I would have got this colour repeat again. So I wound a bit off, so I got back to the greeny yellow. So all I do is I just knit my next yarn in, which leaves me, if you can see there, with a big gap, which obviously I will tighten those gaps. Oh, I'm doing a really bad job of showing you. How can I describe this? So yeah, I get to the bit where I need to join, and I literally just hold the yarn over the needle and start knitting it in. So I get these loose ends, which means as I work up the sock, those stitches start gapping because there's nothing holding them in place. But then when I come to finish the sock, I weave all the ends in, tighten those stitches and weave all the ends in. So I don't actually do any knotting or joining for these socks, just a lot of weaving in. However, I have knit scrappy socks in the past where these ones are fairly regular, where I'm changing colours. So I'm changing colours every 10 or 12 rounds. So I know when the colour change is going to come, and it's always going to happen at the side of the sock. Whereas for these socks that I knit a little while ago, I literally just used up really tiny scraps that I had. So for these socks, I actually used the magic knot. These socks have been worn a lot, so you probably, there's maybe one there that you can see. Look, if I hold it, see a little bubble there. So I just magic knotted these. I've had no problem. Some people say, oh, because like I've got a few, these are so felted where I've worn them so much, but there's a few joins on the foot. I can feel one there. But actually when I'm wearing these, I don't feel that at all. So I don't have a problem with magic knot for socks. The only thing, obviously, with the magic knot is you can't necessarily control where the join happens. So you could have your knot here. It could be on the side, it could be on the bottom of the foot. So really it depends on whether you think that having a tiny little knot might bother you if it's on the underside of your foot. But yeah, I've been, as you can see, these are very, very well worn. They're very felted underneath. I'm very hard on my socks. I wear them in my shoes, my boots. I wear them barefoot around the house. I've had no problems with the magic knot at all. As I say, it doesn't bother me in terms of the feel of it, and I haven't had any of my magic knots burst open or anything like that. So yeah, if you can't be bothered to weave in ends and you don't mind where your colours join, then yeah, magic knot, definitely the way to go. Okay, so before I say goodbye to you for this morning, I thought I'd also show you, just for interest, I'm keeping my Advent socks in this bag. Coincidentally, this fabric was also sent to me by Lisa. Hi Lisa, again, last year, and I made myself a project bag out of it. This is where I'm keeping my Advent socks, and I thought I'd show you that I've got tons of leftovers from the minis. So look, I've got loads and loads of balls and half balls of yarn, and if I show you, it's kind of like half filling the bag, so it's up to there. So I've got plenty left from each mini skein to do whatever I decide to do, whether that be mini stockings or a scarf or something entirely different. Part of me is now thinking, rather than a scarf, just to do like a scrappy sock head cowl. Yeah, you know what it's like. The longer you leave it, you have this plan in your head for what you're going to do with these things, and then the longer you leave it, the more ideas come in and the less decisive you become about it. So yeah, I need to get on and think about that and get started on that soon. Anyway, I really have got to dash. I have got someone picking me up from the shop in about half an hour, so I need to do my usual, feed the cat, grab some stuff for the day and get going so I don't miss my lift. One little PS, I also realised when I just went to upload yesterday's vlog that while I uploaded the vlog from the day before, I forgot to hit publish. So today you might see 2 Vlogmases popping up from me, and that is the reason. Angela is daft and she forgot to hit a button to make the video go live. What can I say? These things happen, especially like yesterday morning when I was rushing around trying to do a gazillion things at once. So if you were wondering why all of a sudden 2 days of Vlogmas popped up for me, then that's your reason. It's now 6 o'clock in the evening. I am in the shop. Apologies for the blown out lighting behind me. There isn't anything I can do about that. It's pitch black outside, so the only lighting in the shop is the big strip lights in the ceiling, so they tend to blow everything out. But if I switch the lights out, then you won't be able to see this lovely visage. maybe that would be preferable for some of you. So I've had a lovely day. I did my little volunteering stint this morning, and then we went to lunch. I put in a couple of clips from there, but obviously I had to be a little bit sensitive as to not record people and share things that I'm not able to share or don't have permission to share. So just a few little snippets of the venue where we meet, and also the place where we went to have lunch. It was yeah, really lovely, lots of laughs, and yeah, just a nice kind of festive day really. So I'm now waiting in the shop, getting ready to start the evening group. I've done all my boring paperwork, admin and stuff for the week, so I'm going to treat myself to an hour or so of watching some Vlogmas videos. I've also been working on my sparkly opal socks today. You can probably just about see the sparkle, though not so much in this light. I've put in some waist yarn for an afterthought heel. I'm probably at about the point where I need to stop. I'm making these socks for a friend of mine, and I did make her socks before, but very unusually for me, I didn't put any notes on Ravelry as to how many rows and things I did, so I'm going to have to pop in the heel and then get her to try these on before I start decreasing the toe, just to make sure. But they're coming along quite nicely. These were my knitting this morning, and I've been doing a little bit of knitting. I spent about half an hour with this afternoon's group, so I added a few more rows on there. I think while I'm watching Vlogmas videos, I'm going to put these away and get out my crochet blanket. These will be quite nice, sort of simple knitting. So I'm actually going to be having another day off. Well, I say another day, I've had 3/4 of a day off today, but I'm having a whole day off tomorrow, and I'm getting the train into Barry, where I am meeting up with some old work colleagues and joining them on their Christmas lunch. So yeah, after tomorrow's little venture, I think that's pretty much it for the Christmas lunchy eaty meetings. So, but they've all come at once, which is yeah, a bit crazy. So I will be getting the train into Barry, so I'll need something for train knitting, so these socks will probably be just the ticket. I'm probably not going to record anything else today, so I shall say goodbye to you all. Thank you for joining me, and hopefully I shall see you again for tomorrow's Vlogmas video. Bye for now.